As long as I don't give up, I will fulfill my dreams I want.
December 9th, 2012, 2 p.m. At the 22nd minute and the 45th second, this day, this minute, this second, might just be an ordinary moment for anyone. But it changed the life of 31-year-old Jason Chee and made him a household name throughout Singapore. On that ill-fated day, the rope of the warship snapped and trapped Jason, ripping apart his limbs, rendering him completely invalid in an instant.
My left arm was cut at a period of time. Then my both legs was being crushed between the rope and the motorized winch. When I was being evacuated all the way to the Changi General Hospital operating theatre, I already know myself that I got no legs and my left arm was gone.
Life flashed past Jason at that moment. When he regained consciousness, Jason awoke and saw a light with blurred vision. Everything seemed normal, for the reality had yet to sink in.
He couldn't speak, so he write on his iPad, he write legs, L-E-G-S, and a question mark.
When I wake up, I look at myself and I don't have both legs and my left arm, and 3 of my fingers on my right hand has gone.
It took a mere 10 seconds for Jason's 30 years worth of life to crumble.
It's very painful, especially I lost a lot of blood and my lung is being affected and there's a lot of pain in my body, especially my left arm, both of my legs, causing pain.
A 180-degree turn, a life changes. The sole breadwinner and only son in his family was, in his own words, better off dead.
And I worry that my father see my condition with this, he will be very sad and he will think of how am I going to live on in my future.
Frail and weak, Jason's father, 74-year-old Mr. Chee, now accompanies his son every day to keep his spirits up. In just 2 years, fate had dealt his family a cruel blow.
Okay, my mom passed away with renal disease because of a kidney failure, and I spent with her on the bedside until she passed away.
Jason lost his mother to cancer just the year before. Jason's life had hit rock bottom. Reality had finally sunk in deep, as he would be dependent for the rest of his life. Months passed by. Little by little, Jason improved physically, even though his mental spirit was extinguished. He underwent excruciating therapy treatment almost every day.
Physiotherapy gave me a dumbbell and I started to train the weight, 1 pound of the weight, to build up my right arm muscles.
From arm muscle, from biceps to triceps, Jason slowly regained the strength of his core muscles.
Most importantly, the physiotherapy trained on my right arm, because in the beginning my right arm is very weak. I can't carry heavy things like holding a glass, holding a jug of water, and I even cannot hold a can of soft drinks. I'm a person that I want to keep myself busy, so when I lie on the bed too much, it's quite boring.
Hi.
Good morning.
Morning.
Seeing daily improvements, Jason slowly began to pick himself up with the encouragement from family and friends beside him.
Walking with my prosthetic leg is quite a challenge for me to walk a long distance.
He's actually using a lot of his body muscles because you can see the pain in his face.
A speedy and miraculous recovery meant that Jason could finally be discharged after many months. But the real challenge was about to begin as he headed home. Doing simple chores like brushing his teeth, changing his clothes, and feeding himself, Jason was determined to do everything by himself, just like before. Despite his condition, Jason insisted on buying his own groceries and cooking his own meals.
He wanted to eat, so I bought some food for him and I wanted to feed him, but he actually rejected me. So Jason told me that he said, "You won't be here to feed me forever."
Even taking public transport was not an obstacle for him.
I tried to push him up the ramp. He said he don't want. He's actually using an electric wheelchair, but he said if he cannot conquer this ramp, there will be more ramps in future, so ask him not to help.
I know I can do it. It's just a matter of time.
Despite the loss of his limbs, Jason still had a talent yet to be discovered. The Singapore Table Tennis for Disabilities Association talent scouted him to join them for training.
他说他小学的时候有打过乒乓，后来发现他没有拇指，没有拇指，剩下2只手指，所以他拨拍的时候啊，根本没有办法掌握了。
To help Jason have a better grip of the bat, therapists modified a prosthetic thumb with the help of his 2 fingers. Jason trained almost every evening to gear up for his tournament.
他学东西很快，所以刚刚来的时候，你看到我们其实有很多球员啊，打的时间比他长了，从去年年头就加入我们，他是中间才来的，他是6、7月份才来的，所以人家比他打了早半年甚至更长时间，比赛都打输给他。
I was very shocked and surprised that I can represent Singapore for the 7 ASEAN Para Games.
Mind over matter is possible.
We won a bronze medal, which is a big surprise for me too.
I feel definitely proud of him because he actually trained for only half a year to represent Singapore to winning a bronze medal for Singapore. Actually, it's a great achievement.
This has been proven by Jason Chee. Pursuing sports is not his only dream. Jason often goes around the hospital to motivate other patients to keep a positive mindset, like him.
I want them to be positive because if they think about negative, then how are they going to carry on their life? And I want to talk to them, to cheer them out, to make them to be a positive person.
In September 2013, he was fortunate enough to meet a motivational speaker, Nick Vujicic, who spurred his mentality to push on.
I'm not giving up on what I do, as I want to become a strong person.
Other than sharing his experiences and motivating others, Jason also secured a place in the Singapore Institute of Management to continue his studies.
I want to fulfill my mom's dream, which is to graduate with a degree and become a better person.
A true hero is not exactly what Jason planned in his life to be. But things turn out strangely sometimes. For an average man just going about his daily life, to fall into death's clutches, only to recover and come out stronger than he ever thought possible. This can only be attributed by his determination and his dreams for a better life.
As long as I don't give up, I will fulfill my dreams I want.